Hashem, what do you do with meat left over from Shabbat, right? Are you allowed to eat it after Tisha B'Av? Or you, for example, the Shabbat before Tisha B'Av. So 9 days you don't eat meat. Rosh Chodesh we say you do eat meat. Let's say you have Shabbat. There's always Shabbat in between, right? So let's say, example. If Tisha B'Av would fall on Thursday, so the week before Rosh Chodesh, right? You ate meat. After you didn't eat meat, there was Shabbat, and then you have the few days. After Shabbat, the meat left from Shabbat, are you allowed to eat it?
No. Yeah.
If Tisha B'Av falls on a Sunday, like this year, Sunday, right? So now, what are you doing? You have meat that you ate Sudah Shlishit. You ate all Shabbat, you ate meat. You have leftover meat. Are you allowed to eat it after Tisha B'Av? So if you're Moroccan, you don't touch it. Because Moroccans say, whoa, this is meat of Tisha B'Av. I'm not touching that. The same thing people say, kaparot. What they do, between Rosh Hashanah and Kippur, they do kaparot. Nachon? They say, give the chicken to the poor people. Because why? Why don't you eat it and give tzedakah, give the money of the value of the chicken to the poor people? Why giving them chicken? No, I did kaparot, zot khalifati, zot kaparati, yashavnu bagadu. The chicken took my sins, I cannot eat it, I'm going to choke on it. Chad v'shalom. But you give it to the poor guy to choke.
Exactly.
You cannot eat it, but he can eat it to choke. Eh? You can eat the chicken. There's nothing. But only thing, you have to give the value to tzedakah. Ken. That wasn't the time people didn't have money, so they're right.
People are suspicious.
Yeah, but people are scared to eat this chicken. But there's no problem eating it. You want to give the chicken, give the chicken. But it's not asur to eat it.
Yeah.
So this meat staying from Shabbat, it's meat of Shabbat. What's wrong with this meat? It's meat of Shabbat. The only thing, if for example, Tisha B'Av falls on a Thursday, and your Shabbat was before, yes, during the week, you cannot eat this meat because we're not eating meat 9 days. But you can give it to children. Let's say children under 6 years old. They don't understand the destruction of the temple, what happened, that the temple, people died twice, the temple was destroyed. They don't understand. So you can give them meat if they need. If not, you can give them chicken. If you have a choice between meat and chicken, always eat chicken. If a person is sick and the doctor says yes to eat meat, you can ask the doctor, can he eat chicken? If he says yes, it's better to give him chicken. Why? We said the reason we don't eat meat because the Beit HaMikdash is destroyed, and on the altar in the Mizbeach there was no meat put on the Mizbeach, but there was never chicken on the Mizbeach. Therefore, chicken is not really in the decree. We do not eat chicken during the 9 days because it's called meat also. You still have to wait 6 hours if you eat chicken, right? So it's like comparable to meat. But if there's a choice between somebody must eat meat and there's a choice between meat and chicken, for sure chicken is better, right? Some wanted to say, even fish you cannot eat in 9 days. Oh, wow. They said fish is like meat, you know? Exactly.
You cannot frozen the meat.
Exactly. So what should you do with the meat? What should you do with the meat of Tisha B'Av, left from Shabbat of the Shavua Shechal Bo Tisha B'Av? Take it, freeze it. Freeze it and keep it. If Tisha B'Av is not so far, you can keep it in the fridge for 2-3 days, okay. But if it's like Thursday and you're going to need it only on the Friday, it's a whole week, it's not going to stay fresh a whole week, you can freeze it, right? But you don't have to throw it, chaval. You don't have to throw it. So meat that's left from Shabbat is able to be eaten, right? After Tisha B'Av, keep it, and afterwards you can eat it.